First of all, a few words about the department. We are, as I said, the largest department by far at the mathematics and natural sciences. We are about 200 now scientific staff. We are 70 or so technical and administrative staff, and we have a total of about 670 students. That's a high number. So we are clearly one of the major players at the University of Bergen when it comes to educating students. We have a Center for Climate Research, and we have also petroleum research and fisheries technology. All of these are centers of excellence in research. Then we have a number of centers which are centers of research-based innovation, so they are more applied. They have a large industry collaboration. We have the salmon lice or sea lice research center. As you know, the sea lice is a major problem in Atlantic salmon farming. It's also affecting salmon in culture, and so it's recently just closed now in September, but there's work going on to keep this center going. We have the CRISP fisheries technology, and one that is particularly relevant for us here is the Center for Closed Containment System Aquaculture, or Control Aqua as we call it. And I say a few words about this because it's relevant, very relevant for the education we're doing. Then we have finally a Center of Excellence in Education. It's called BioSeed. It's really spanning the whole range of disciplines we do at the department. So this is a program which has the ambition of developing new teaching methods in biology. They're about halfway through their life, so they're already having an impact on the teaching at the Department of Biological Sciences. Now we are in Bergen, and we think of Bergen as one of the world's largest marine research clusters. We have the university here, various locations at Sydneshaugen. We have Uni or Norse Research as they are called now. We have the Nansen Center for long distance measuring. We have the Institute of Marine Research, which is now linked with the National Institute of Seafood Research. So among these center or project that I'd like to mention, it's called CABIS in Norwegian acronym. It's building capacity for sustainable and innovative seafood production. This is more of a local center. It consists again of Uni Research, the university, the Western Norway University of Applied Sciences, which is the former University College of Bergen, again in collaboration with the Seafood Innovation Cluster and universities in Great Britain and Spain. What we want to do here is to educate students along this axis of increasing, shouldn't say complexity, but increasing knowledge to the students. We have we'll present soon, this integrated master or civil engineer program, which we offer to the early students. On top of this, we build knowledge from small scale research they can do in the lab. We are building, as we speak now, a recirculation aquaculture lab, which allows the students to experiment in a RAS recirculation facility. So learn the technology, learn to understand how these recirculation systems work. Oops, this happens from time to time. When they are skilled in the technology of recirculation, we can provide them with industrial scale recirculation systems and closed systems. This is all part of our education program, which leads to final master or civil engineer. They obtain both these titles, and we learn from our experience, which feeds back to our education program. Okay, so this came a little too soon, but here it comes again. I want to take a step back now a little before we go on with the education program in more detail. But these are the objectives or the projections of Norwegian aquaculture in the future. We are about here now 1.3 million tons of salmon. Let's be optimistic and see what the industry and the politicians project when it comes to growth in the salmon aquaculture industry. So within 2030, which is only 11 years away, this should be about double what we're seeing today. And within 2050, we should see about a 4- to 5-fold increase in the production of salmon in Norway. So there are very ambitious projections of how the industry should develop over the next 10 to 20 years, 20, 30 years. This is the background for what I'm going to present now, which is more the details of the aquaculture and seafood education program. It was initiated in many ways by the Seafood Innovation Cluster. This cluster is actually a meeting place between research, education, and industry. So it's an interface between we who work in the research and education and the industry partners. We also collaborate to a large extent with the Western Norway University of Applied Sciences. They provide some courses for us. We look at them in a few minutes. But this is an important collaboration here regionally. Okay, so who do we want to reach with this education program? We want to reach students which have the ambition of seeking a career in the aquaculture and seafood industry, which is a major industry for Norway. Aquaculture products and seafood are like the second largest export, one of the largest export items from Norway. Obviously the aquaculture and seafood lags behind oil and gas, which are our major what we export the most. But then 3 others came in 2017. Ocean technology, energy, and medical technology. So we are now one of 4 of these civil engineer educations at the University of Bergen. So how many students apply to these programs? Here are some recent numbers from this year. We have an higher number of applicants than we have in student places. So we had about 34, 35 students to what we have in terms of student places would be about 20. So we have a selection of the candidates based on their grades from secondary education, and the best candidates can enter the program. We also have an education program in fish health, which may be of interest to you. They have 25 student places, and they also have a larger number of applicants than they do have in terms of student places. Then, since we are a Department of Biological Sciences, we also have a bachelor, master degree in biology and molecular biology. So I think this tells us that these are very attractive study programs. This has been going on for 20 years now. We are relatively new, but we do attract a large number of students to our program, which we find very stimulating and very, we are happy to see that so many students want to take the education that we're providing. So what do we want now to achieve with our students? This title, civil engineer, requires a certain combination of natural sciences and other objectives, other subjects. So we require a combination of courses in mathematics, natural sciences, biology, physics, chemistry, a multidisciplinary approach, including aspects of economics, markets, innovation, entrepreneurship. And we have achieved this. We don't cover all of this at the University of Bergen, at least not yet, but we have collaborated then with the Western Norway University of Applied Sciences that I mentioned a couple of times. They have been very positive in collaborating with the University of Bergen. So this works very well indeed for the students we are educating. Skills that they need to work in an international industry. So we can subdivide the study program in different topics or large areas of research and education. Aquaculture, obviously the biology of the species, health of the species, resources available, fisheries, and the use of plant ingredients in food or feed ingredients, feed production technology, health and welfare of the animals. We emphasize technology, as I mentioned already a couple of times, the technology in which the fish are living and growing, processing, production lines, technology with this University of Applied Sciences. Innovation and entrepreneurship, I've already covered some of that. Economy and marketing, and leadership. So these are all, I pointed out again, these are all important. This is the study program from bottom up. I won't go into detail here, just highlight some points that I think would be of interest to you. We start out with introduction to fish health and aquaculture and evolutionary ecology. You see, these are biological. The blue here are other subjects or other topics like mathematics, chemistry, physics, information, technology, and statistics. The green here are biology courses. So you see, in addition here, we give them marine ecology, very important, as I mentioned. Aquaculture technology, we give them regulation management and practical training, fish physiology, environmental impact of aquaculture that I emphasized just now. We also have developed a recent course now with student placement in the industry, which we have found to be very popular among the students. Resources in the marine resources, the land-based resources with the resource need by the industry. I think I'll jump across this, and I want to share with you just towards the end now some press we have received. I don't know, you probably can't understand, all of you, this, but here are some newspaper articles about our students. This is, gave you a little bit about the background, a few words about the contents of our studies, the structure we are working, and the way we've organized the courses, the major subject that we're teaching, and a few words about how the public and how the Norwegian public and Norwegian press looks at us here at the University of Bergen.
Okay, thank you.